Hi guys, I'm back. We've got our sleigh ready waiting to be embellished and pretty. I have been collecting from when I started doing the other sleighs, I say about 4 years ago. I've been collecting items to embellish with. And I go around the second-hand shops and I pick up their bags of lace and bars binding, Christmas decorations. Sometimes you get lucky. In New Zealand we've got quite a lot of shops. We've got the hospice shops, St John's, Salvation Army. At the tip we've got what's called the garage shop in Invercargill, and you can pick up basically year round, especially after Christmas. You get a whole lot of ribbons and things coming in and little bits that people didn't use the year before for Christmas. And so I've been slowly collecting up stuff to use when I had the idea of the sleighs, which, as I say, I did 3-4 years ago, made biscuits and gave them to all my friends. This year I'm doing it for the shop to sell them in. And as you can see, on this one, I've got these little presents that one can pick up. I think it's a dollar store, Hello Banana, that we've got here in New Zealand. I've seen them in which they sell them. This tape here I picked up at a charity shop. This one, it's actually the same one, just upside down. Stars came off another sort of chain thing, similar to this one. It had the horseshoe on it. It had stars, I think, and another shape. It was, you hang it on the tree. This year I was given a lot of stuff, people cleaning out or moving. COVID, I think, had everybody spring cleaning their houses. Anyway, I got these two, the bells, which I've now stuck on the back of this one. And so that gives me more possibilities for doing this particular one. Here's something else that I found. This is on wire, little gold balls that could also be used to embellish it with, maybe, or I can use it for another thing. I've also got other boxes and bags that need embellishing for Christmas, so we'll do a different video on that, and I'm going to call it alternate packaging. So this I may keep for that particular one. All these little presents I found at the tip shop, the garage shop that they call, which is what they call it, and they had a whole, I think I cleaned them out, all the little presents. I've seen them as well at Hello Banana, so you can probably buy them at the different Dollar Tree, I would imagine, in the States. I'm not sure where in the UK, but somebody in the comments will probably know. Oh, I know where you can get those little things from. And so some of them need a bit of TLC. I think there's just a block of polystyrene or something inside there, or not even sure. Some of them are quite light and feel hollow sponge or something, cut into squares. But yeah, I bought them. I think I got, out of the whole lot I paid, if I paid $3, it was a lot. But I don't think they're that expensive, even at your dollar store or whatever it is. But if you can find them second hand, and I say at the charity shops, it does help. I think they look nice on top. So for the Santa Sleigh, it actually looks quite nice, I think, on top there. Then I've got some ribbons, and like this I found It's actually a bias, but that might look nice on something. Maybe one of the presents that I want, alternate packaging things, I may use it for that. During the year, I've also bought up things, so there's some thin stuff there which you would use really for your hanging things. I found some red and white tape there. Here's a whole bag of little odds and ends of bright and shiny stuff that I could maybe put on, or put on to the next lot of things that I'm going to show you. It's handy just to hang on to or put together a bag. There's some more little strips. I've got baubles, lovely silver ones there. Here are the stars from the previous lot that I had. That's what's left of them. This year I've got silver ones, but those were the gold ones I was using. This is what's left of that tape that I showed you on the other one from the previous year. And these are what's left. I said to you, I had this stuff. I had what? The horse I showed you, a bell, a trumpet, another bell, and a little train. Another bell is on there, and then it goes through the pattern again. So those are all handy little things to stick onto your, embellish the sleighs with. Just seeing what else I've got in here that I can use. There's a little wreath made with a pipe cleaner and a bit of that wire ribbon, if you want to call it, that you'd use for a bag, to shut a bag with. And these are probably the ones I'm going to use now on the sleigh. A little bit of wire, what do you call this? I can't think of the name now. That frilly stuff you use on the Christmas trees. And there's some more of this. Oops. This is what I'm saying. This sort of wrapped in wire embellishment. I see I've got a star left. You might even find some junk jewellery or something, you know. I don't know what this came of. It could have been a doll's, for a doll or for a thing. That would look nice. Whoops. Maybe glued on the front there with stars stuck on there. And it's gold. That would even look nice like that. Or on something else. So we'll have a look and see and start making these look good. What you need is a hot glue gun and glue sticks. So mums, if you've got your youngsters doing it, that's what I've used. For the tapes and that, you might be able to use the glue. So you could maybe get the kids to do it with the PVC glue. I've just used, I thought what was, it's just frilly stuff. Maybe you could glue something like that on there. A little bit messy, but I'll put some of it on there. And just glue it round to make it look nice. Just whatever you can find that looks Christmassy. I even found a nice little bit of tartan. Look at that, that looks quite pretty. That would look pretty round, just round the top there. Just to look around there. And then ribbons, gold ribbon. Oh, hang on. I've got a box here. Sorry, I'm just digging in my box. Some gold ribbons you could frame it with. That would look pretty round the sides as well. Here's another bling gold. You can put it up around like that. So as I do the different ones that I have completed that are at this stage, I'll just do this one on camera, but I may use different things. This was something else I found at the charity shop. Obviously it must have been a tree or something. It's a plastic whatever, but it looks pretty. So this you can also use just to add a little bit of colour and embellishment to the, instead of putting the horses on, maybe just put a tree on there, or a tree on top. Father Christmas is bringing somebody a Christmas tree. It's a bit spare, but it's just a little bit of fun. I mean, it's not, you're not being true to whatever. Also, mums, just watch if you've got small children, small pieces for choking. You don't want your kids to choke on it. So that's another sort of warning. I'm sorry, I am giving them, but I think I need just to be on the safe side. But I've got all sorts of little bits of gold ribbon here. I've got a box. Let me find some throw it in. I've got a whole lot of little stars and some sequins and things like that. They're all fun things you can just embellish and make your sleighs look a little bit pretty with. Green ribbon, of course. Green's also a Christmassy colour, green, gold, red. So you could do some ribbon. This looks like quite a pretty. But yeah, if you go around your, as I say, it depends. I suppose it's different from country to country. Even maybe go through some of your old Christmas decorations. You might find some that are tatty or falling apart and don't quite look as good as they used to. But you know what? You could just split it up and glue it on, and it might make something look quite blingy and nice in a different sense. I've got sort of this nice bling that I'll put around as well the sides of one of the sleighs, and you use it Christmas time. And what's nice about the sleighs, you could probably use them next year. So if you make some up this year and you give them or use them as the advent calendar, you can use it again next year if you pack them nicely away. Give them to one of your kids with something in for Christmas as a gift. Keep it. Next year you give it back to them, and we start a new tradition that every year little Johnny or Joe or whatever gets their present in a sleigh, and your girls as well. There's some more pretty ribbon and might work for Christmas. I don't use it all, and what I don't use I'll keep for next year's Christmas or the year after that. So, you know, it's a case of having fun with it, I think, and there's some Merry Christmas ribbon, not very much, but I can use that on a couple of bags maybe, or boxes. I've also got these. I think they're a bit big really for the sleigh. I'd rather put the presents on, but I may use this for something else. I'm going to put what I'm not going to use today away, I think. That I may use on other projects that I might use. And what I will use today on the sleighs, or now on the sleighs, I will keep out. And let me put it away, I think. And let me put it away. Okay, this one. So let us begin and see where we go with this sleigh. I'll move this all out a little bit out of the way here, and we can have a look how we go. We need to plug the hot glue gun in. I've got to use a cardboard here because it tends to leak. We put a nice little gold star. Got these big blingy gold stars. Well, I've got these, still like these ones that I had previously. I think I'll put one of those there. They really look nice. In the middle there. Probably do with shorter scissors, smaller scissors here. Actually, what I could do, make it look like it's hanging. So if you get rid for this right now. Changed up the idea. I'll leave those hanging pieces. It's other blob there. And just a little bit on these three little pieces. And I'll just glue it like so. You dried already. It's getting cold again, the gun. Okay, try again. Maybe just try this. Just a thin and a blob. Just a piece of a blob in the middle there. There we go. That's three stars here. There we go. Do I want short bits of something in here? I wonder. Let's do. I think I'll just leave it. So it's not too bad, is it? I should try it if it's rounder. And the back piece, quite like these three bells. Just find an end. Here we are at the end. What I could maybe do is go halfway with that. Cut them about the same length. And do something like that with them. What do you think? There we go. That could look nice. And I'll need to plug it in for a little while for this last bell piece. I think this looks nice. Oh, and I'm going to put the presents on. Oh, I need another stick. Where are your sticks? Quite good at the end there, but sticks ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do, work out where this will go. Go from zip. Oh, right. I'll just go gently down to about there. And put that onto there, like so. And then do the same thing the other side. Just come gently down there. Down to there, sorry. And then I'll just put a little blob, whoops, underneath the bells over here somewhere, just to hold them on. There we go, it looks quite pretty. I'll put a little scissors. I've got small paper scissors that I'll get out and just trim all this off with. Extra glue. Sorry. And there we go, and then we grab some presents. I don't really have enough drums, but we can put a drum on this one. And maybe 2 silver presents. And a green drum. And different sizes, small and big ones. That's quite a big one. I think these are all the same size, and these are the little ones. Is that bigger than that? Do something like that. And I get the gun out. Oops. And just a blob. A blob. Oops. And a blob. And there, ladies and gentlemen, we have a sleigh. The only thing left to do, I'll unplug it again, is put on our candy canes. I'll put on our candy canes for the bottom. Let's see if we can find. Turn it upside down. You can put more embellishments on if you want. You don't have to be spare like me. Or sparse. These ones seem to be terribly long ones this year. I don't know why. The other way you could do it is like this actually, which was how I did it one year. Maybe that's what I should have done. Put those on the wrong way around. I wasn't thinking very well this year. And I'll stuck those on. Should be runners, shouldn't they? I'll take those off maybe. Yep. Glue on the wrong side here. Glue stick. Glue stick. Oh, what I was thinking, I'll put those others on. Sorry about that. That's better. Me thinks this is better. I'll take the others off and just reposition them. They could stay that way too. I suppose it matters. Just looks a bit funny. I've left the paper on them, so you have to take the paper off. There we go. There are our candy canes and our runners for our sleigh. Just putting strings off, sorry, at the back here, maybe just cut them. There we go. And there we have our sleigh, our Santa sleigh. Brush it. And then my last step on this is to grab a bag. I did buy some bags. Find one here. And I bought a whole lot of sweets or lollies. As in New Zealand they call them lollies. I don't know what they call them in your country. I'll show you my big box. lollipops and different things. Oh. Give me 1 minute. There's my giant box of lollies. So I'll put a lollipop in there. And a handful or so of sweets. Just mix them up a bit. I've got 2 different types of mixes. So I have it deeper and put some out of the other one. And I'll seal that and fold it up. Let's get that out of the way. That's a little packet of lollies, as I say, sweets. And we lift out our tail and I'll pack them in at the back of my sleigh. Like so. And as I say, if Mum and Dad wants to add something else to it, they're welcome to. And I'll be selling these for about $5 in my shop. I'll have to weigh the lollies out. I've got to get my scale out and weigh them and put them in the bag. But there's a nice little gift. It's all nice and wrapped and packed. You can put whatever you want in it. There's the new one we've just done. I'll take the runners off the other one and put them the right way around. I think that looks a bit better. So I hope you'll enjoy yourself and have fun making Santa Sleighs. Anybody that's interested. It doesn't take long. The gluing, it's just waiting for the glue to dry when you put on your fabric. That takes time and a little bit of embellishment. I say some of the things that you add may need to have hot glue to stick them on because the PVC won't stick them on. But I've got 2 nice sleighs there for Christmas and or whatever you want to use it for. Thank you very much for watching, and we will do another one. I'll upload another one in a day or 2 or on bags and other alternate ideas on Christmas packaging. Thank you very much. Bye.